I thought our guys fought extremely hard. We played great basketball for 35 minutes. We executed the game plan. We played great defense. Even though we were giving up second chance points, a lot of offensive rebounds, the kids battled. They really did. Really proud of them. Last 5 minutes, Pitt made some really nice composed plays, hit a couple big shots, and we just couldn't make plays. It rattled us a little bit, and we missed some shots. But you got to give Pitt a lot of credit. That last 5 minutes, they really buckled down and made it hard for us to score, and we just didn't get it done. The kind of things that we've been talking about, offense rebounds, obviously being out-rebounded by 18 and 22 second chance points ends up being the game. But really proud of our guys. I thought they really battled and played extremely hard.
Questions? What do you think of Trevor Senney's kind of heating up a little bit, I guess?
Yeah, Trevor was really good and made some big plays for us. The thing I was most proud about him and Mike is obviously they played 40 minutes, but they did a great job on the defensive end of how we were going to play, and they executed it. And they were playing up, going back. They were disruptive. Trevor in the first half was great, rebounding the ball. He had, I think, 4 defensive rebounds in the first half, which was big. And when we're small and Day1 gets in foul trouble, we're really small. And when the guard's going on rebound, it's a significant difference. And I thought he did a good job, and he made some shots, and that's what we need from him.
Mike, you mentioned Day1. How tough was it for you to sort of guard them in there without his kind of hulking presence? Last 6 minutes or so, he wasn't in there, and they banged it inside.
The whole game, they did a good job of they've got a good combination of interior players and shooters, and they execute extremely well, especially against the zone. And sometimes you could play defense for 28 seconds. They shoot a deep three and it's short or it gets blocked, and they get it and they put it back in. Sometimes those things happen. But Day1's physical presence we need, and they do a good job of ducking in and got them in foul trouble. We're trying to rotate. I thought Chino, even though it was for a minute, it made me feel more confident in the next games because he was, for that minute he walled up. He was big. But Pitt artists made a couple of big shots down the stretch in the corner and short corner, and they rebounded. And that last 5 minutes, they gave it to us.
Mike, sometimes if the other team's playing defense a certain way, you can make an adjustment, or if one guy's hot, you can change what you're doing. But when you're getting out rebounded like that, what do you do?
Fight harder. You just got to keep fighting. And for the most part, I was a 6'5" guard who played in the front and the back, and you're sore the next day, but you got to do it. And you have a disadvantage, but you have an advantage on offense because you've got another shooter on the game. I thought our big lineup in the first half when we went with Tyler Roberson, Leiden, and Coleman, it looked nice. We hurt them on the offensive glass. We had a couple possessions in there where we kept getting offensive rebounds, and that size was a difference. It just becomes a different offensive game. But Day1, obviously, you need him in there, especially against physical people.
Coach, in that last 5 minutes, you guys are in it, even though you're not rebounding well.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Well,
what was the key to that?
I thought we made it difficult for them. In the first half, we talk about our percentages. They shot 34% and 30% in the second half. Second half, they shot 48%, but the 23%. I thought a big key of the game, and it wasn't late, was the foul. They got to the foul line. They got to the bonus early. In the first half, they were 5 for 5. In the second half, they shot 18. Probably 5 or 6 of them were late with fouls, but that becomes a big difference. I thought in the first half when we went 14 times, even though we only made 7, it was an advantage for us. You need to be able to attack Pitt and get to the basket, and I thought our guys did a really good job. Missed a couple late. We had it right there, but that happens.
It looks like that you guys really made an effort to look for Tyler Roberson today. He had 12 shots, and I think that's the most he's taken, and he really converted in there pretty well.
Yeah, he was aggressive. That was a plugged-in Roby, and that's always nice when he's plugged in. The guy who's been really good for us offensively that needed to take more shots tonight was Tyler Lydon. He's a guy that poses a lot of problems for opposing teams with his ability to shoot the ball and make plays. But we're getting better. I felt really good for 35 minutes. I had heartburn the last 5. But for 35, I thought the kids really battled. They played hard, and sometimes the ball just doesn't go your way. So.
You mentioned Tyler Lydon not shooting a whole lot, but it seems like every game he passes up a couple open threes. I think he's shooting close to like 50%. Is that something you plan on talking to him about?
Oh yeah, we want him to shoot. If you can see me, I probably pull 4 back muscles and a shoulder muscle every time he doesn't. I'll be like this on the side, trying to get him to shoot because he is such a good shooter. But we'll get better. I thought him and Malachi. I thought Malachi stepped up. You look at the stats. He only has 1 rebound, but there's battles down there that are going on that he might not get the rebound, but Trevor might get it just because he's out there with a body on body trying to battle out there. And I was proud of the fight today in our guys and really the execution of the game plan.
You guys went away from the three-point line a little bit. Was that because of the way they were playing you, or?
I thought we did a good job. We were moving the ball, running a lot of our ball screens that we do. They had problems with that, and we could get to the basket. I think Pitt did a good job of taking away the 3 ball. I mean, that's what good teams do. They try to take away your strength and force you to kind of make the play off the bounce. And there wasn't a lot of open threes out there that you had, but I thought early in the game, just our aggressive play, taking the ball to the basket, we weren't great from the foul line, but we went there. And that's when you're playing against a good defensive team, it weakens them when they get in foul trouble.
Coach, I think you guys had something like 3 points in the last 5:32. What changed for you guys on offense at the end of that game?
Nothing. I think, crowd gets in it, kind of composure speeds you up a little bit. Trevor and Mike are veteran players, and they normally do a good job. I thought they did a good job. We missed some shots. I mean, I thought we took a ball a couple of times to the basket. You got to finish. I thought there was 2 or 3 layups that we'd missed, and so we ran the same stuff. We just couldn't get it done. Couldn't see that ball go in that rim. That's a tough thing.
Last question.
You mentioned specifically the advantage you had on offense by playing a little bit smaller. A couple times you were able to get Cooney on artists with the ball screen. Is that something you were specifically looking for?
Well, not necessarily. When we have the four wing players in there, the shooters, just the space, so it could be anybody. It's really not the matchup. But when they run a ball screens, you're making them come out and defend. And even though they're big size, so even if you go by them, it's still hard to finish because you're putting a 6'6", 6'7" guy and a 6'3", 6'4" guy taking the ball to the basket. But yeah, we're looking at things like that and trying to make guys defend ball screens, multiple. And as you saw, we got it. We got to Roberson. Tyler Lydon made a couple great passes to him where they found the open man. And I think for the most part, we had 13 assists on 20 field goals. Thought the guys really worked it to each other. I just think that the end of the day, the story was the 22-2 on the second chance points. And that's kind of been our Achilles heel. We got to get better at it. And like Mike asked earlier, how do you coach that? And you just got to fight harder. And the league that we're in, you better go out and fight harder.
Syracuse locker room's open.
Thank you, guys.